Welcome to 101. I'm Steve Adubato. This is New Jersey Performing Arts Center. We're not talking about the arts today, but we're talking about a whole range of important issues with our friend Mike Maron, who is President and Chief Executive Officer of Holy Name Medical Center. Not talking about Obamacare today, Mike. We're talking about a different pressing issue, Haiti, post-Hurricane Matthew. By the way, make it clear the connection between your medical center and Haiti and the long-term commitment,
Sure.
which we've been talking about for years.
For years. Holy Name runs a hospital, Hôpital Sacré-Cœur. It's in a small town, Milo, in the north of Haiti.
Milo,
just outside of Cap-Haïtien, which is the second largest city in Haiti. We were not affected by the hurricane because we're all the way in the north. If you look at Haiti as a horseshoe like this, we're all the way up here, and we were actually spared. It was kind of amazing. This southern peninsula around Jeremy, Port-au-Prince would be right in the middle. This got destroyed and got hit very, very hard.
I had said to you right before we got on the air, it appears 500 people have lost their lives, and you said, Steve, it's more than that.
More than that. It's amazing how news and stuff travels. There's no real good record keeping in Haiti. I know from our staff who have family down there, entire villages gone. And it's hard to say because there's no census, there's no registered address kind of a system down there. And so typically in a village, there'd be just one village, there'd be between 500 and 1,000 people, possibly more. So again, depending on the size, I would venture to guess, given what I've seen, some of the photographs after what I've heard from people, the number is probably considerably higher.
People who've lost their homes.
Completely.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
So, since we've been talking about this for years, since we've been involved in helping to raise money with you and your colleagues over the years, we've done documentary programming over the years, the question now becomes, what do you see your role being, your medical center role, the role of the medical center, and ultimately the role of Americans being?
Yeah. So first and foremost, our role here is healthcare. So in this circumstance, unlike the earthquake, not a lot of healthcare.
The Haiti earthquake, which was devastating.
Devastating, and there was a ton of health care because there were people with crushed limbs, and there was just an incredible amount of surgery and rehab and prosthetic installation that needed to occur after the earthquake. Here, you were either survived or you died, but loss of food, shelter, the basic fundamentals of living.
What about the water system?
Same. Water system. Well, the water system throughout Haiti is compromised.
It's
always been a problem. Suez has worked with us, as you know. They've been a great partner.
Company, Suez.
Yeah. So they've helped us with water purification in the north. Now down in the south, it's starting over. Everything was wiped out. Literally less than 1% of structures, and I wouldn't really call them buildings, but structures were left standing in many of these towns.
So what do you do?
Well, one of the things which to me is inspiring, it's part of what grabs you about Haiti, the Haitians themselves, people who have relatively nothing, have stepped up and want to help their fellow brothers in the south. So the people in the north are gathering food and water and other supplies, building materials that they have, that they really could use themselves. And they're loading it on trucks and they're driving it down the south.
These are not wealthy people.
Not wealthy at all. At all.
They're bringing it to the areas that have been hit worst by Matthew.
That's right. That's right.
So here's the question. Go back for those who may not have seen all the programming we've done in the past. Why did you get involved and your colleagues get involved in this in the first place?
Well, we got involved mostly because of Dr. Butler, who's a prominent obstetrician on our staff. Dr. Butler's been going to Haiti for now close to 30 years, way before it was on anybody's radar. And after the earthquake, for years, Dave, and we've had this conversation, Dave would go, would pack up duffel bags full of medical supplies.
Dr. Butler.
Dr. Butler. Hand him, give him the medical supplies, pat him on the back, say, we're so proud of you, go get them, and that was it. Felt good about it. And after the earthquake, he came back visibly shaken. And he said, I really need more than just a few duffel bags of supplies now. I need you to really come and help. And so March of 2010 was my first trip there with him and with some of our anesthesiologists, Dr. Finley, Dr. Gewurtzman. And it was devastating. But within it, it is a land, like most of life, a land of strong duality. For all the negatives that you see, there are equal and opposite positives. In fact, not necessarily equal, probably even greater. The people themselves, their spirit, it is just unbreakable. They are happy they are challenged, there's no doubt about it, but within that they can find a way to actually be happy, be content, and understand, sort of the challenges they have, but they're not depressed, they're not, totally withdrawn.
But Mike, real quick, tell people what exactly has been built there.
So now, this was a 70-bed hospital. It is now a 200-bed hospital that runs on average at about 150% occupancy. Think about that. We're just in the process of finishing. We're going to open in January 3 brand new state-of-the-art operating rooms. We've just finished a large 20-room clinic and emergency room extension on this facility. And so it is, in the north, it is the only real healthcare facility staffed by Haitians, supported by U.S. volunteers, over 1,000 throughout the U.S., not just the New York metropolitan area. We draw from multiple markets where physicians and nurses have given of their time. Literally every week of the year, 52 weeks out of the year, we have a team of U.S. Surgeons and physicians and nurses on site there, helping care, but helping mostly to teach and advance medicine in Northern
You've been there how many times?
Oh, I go down now probably every 6 to 8 weeks. Every 6 to 8 weeks. I've lost count.
I've asked you this before. For those who may have missed this answer, what's it done for you?
It's changed me, right? It's made me a big, big believer that those of us who have been blessed with such a great life, we have a responsibility to do something with that. And it's not to be selfish with it, it's to give back. Haiti, like the same, the trip, and we've talked about this, you and I took to Israel together. There's a way that those trips just kind of grab you and make you realize that you're part of something much greater, and you have to see yourself in that role. Life is short, and you need to start really doing something meaningful. And for me, with my healthcare background, my ability to organize and run a healthcare facility, this was one of hopefully many ways that I could start to give back for all the good things that have been given to me.
Final question, everybody watching right now on public broadcasting, FiOS and other platforms, what can they do right now post Hurricane Matthew to make a difference?
Support, right? Mostly, and not, and don't take this the wrong way, not the garbage, right? There is a tendency in Haiti for people to say, oh, I don't need this here, or I'm going to throw this out here, I'll send it to Haiti. Haiti has no way of disposing of that kind of stuff when they get it, and they get a lot of it. Money is always the best. Food and other building supplies right now for Matthew. And you could send them to Holy Name. We'll ship them down. We ship a container, 40-foot container, every other month, and would be more than willing to take them, the people there, and we'll make sure they get to the south. That's one of our roles, too, to assure anybody who wants to support Haiti that literally everything that you give, whether it's money, 100 cents on the dollar, or if it's in-kind materials or food, it will get there and it will go to those who really need it. It's not going to get diverted. It's not going to get stolen. We play that intermediary role. I have not been burned yet in the 6 years that I've been doing this. I don't plan on doing it now. So,
Mike Maron, President and Chief Executive Officer, Holy Name Medical Center. Keep doing what you're doing, Mike. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Steve.
We'll be right back right after this. Thank you, Michael.
The preceding program has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation and the New Jersey Performing Arts Center in association with NJTV and WNET. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato at NJPAC has been provided by Prudential Financial's Global Communications Department, NJIT, the New Jersey Education Association, PSE&G, Century 21 Construction, the law firm of Gibbons PC, and by Verizon. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.